I don't know what you feel about the prosperity gospel, the health, wealth, and prosperity gospel, but I'll tell you what I feel about it. Hatred. It is not the gospel. And it's being exported from this country to Africa and Asia, selling a bill of goods to the poorest of the poor. Believe this message: your pigs won't die. Your wife won't have miscarriages. You have rings on your fingers and coats on your back. That's coming out of America. The people that ought to be giving our money and our time and our lives, instead selling them a bunch of crap called gospel. And here's the reason it is so horrible. When was the last time that any American, African, Asian ever said, Jesus is all satisfying because you drove a BMW? Never. They'll say, Jesus give you that? Yeah, well, I'll take Jesus. That's idolatry. That's not the gospel. That's elevating gifts above giver. God is most glorified in you when you are most satisfied in Him in the midst of loss, not prosperity.
So, and you're never going to learn that that's the case till you find the courage to empty it. And then, and only then, will you be liberated from the fear of a rainy day, as we say in the UK. And then when you're liberated from that fear, you can live a life free. And you can live a life of sharing and of service. You can get out there because you've got faith. You've got faith that God will provide for you. You know, and if you're Christian, it tells you about this. It tells you in the Bible that a sparrow doesn't sow crops, but the Lord still provides food for it every day in the home, yeah? So, and this is allegorical. I'm not saying we shouldn't grow crops, it's an allegory. It's telling you, you don't have to always think that you need to control the future, because there's other parts of reality will care for you. Yeah. And here, living in a tribal community, they know it and they believe it. I've been with families that they've had the urge to sing to God one night. I had a family tell me they had the urge to sing to God and praise Him because they had no food. And they still wanted to praise Him and thanks because they still had their health. And it wasn't a miracle. It wasn't like an angel came down from the heavens and plonked food on their lap. But a family around them must have heard them singing and must have heard them praying as well, because they came and left food on the doorstep. And this is how it works, yeah? This is true equality in communitarianism, and this is what I've begun to build here in Tanzania. It's just such a community where sharing without fear, where we empty our purse. Whenever God fills it, we empty it on those who need it much more than what we need money in the bank. And lo and behold, He reaches out and He fills it again. As it says in the Bible, you don't have to sow crops. You know, God does watch all living things, including even a sparrow. So, if you empty your purse on behalf of those who need it more than you, He'll find a way to fill it. Or she, or the Elohim, if you prefer. And, you know, I don't like to give God a sex. Anyway, yeah. Liberate yourself from fear. You can share. And if we can all share, we can change the world. That's what I believe. Okay, bye.
His eye is on the sparrow. I know He